Hello, this is Glenn Danuser with Danuser. We're here to do an informational about our newest product, the Danuser Mini MAC material mixing bucket. The Mini MAC is designed for your mini skid steers. It can mix and dispense concrete up to 1-inch slump, agricultural grains, livestock grains, and sand. So let's start by in the back here. When the Mini MAC arrives, it will be bolted to a pallet with two 9/16 lag screws that are located down in the corners here. You'll remove those screws from the pallet, remove the lag bolts, run your quick attach in, lock the pins down on your quick attach on the machine, and then connect your hoses to the valve bank on the vehicle. Right here we have our high torque motor tucked in behind the quick attach. The quick attach is standard to most mini skid steers. The Bobcat MTs have a larger quick attach, and this will not work on the Bobcat series. Our capacity is quarter-yard capacity. That is about 9 bags of saccharine. It discharges about 14 seconds at 24 gallons a minute. The hydraulic requirement for the Mini MAC is up to 24 gallons. Most of your mini skid steers will not produce 24 gallons. They'll produce anywhere from 11 to 14. So your discharge rate will probably be a little bit longer with a lower flow. The only accessory for the Mini MAC is the 24-inch chute extension. This is ideal for small batch work, concrete, patch, municipality, construction. With its design, we put the discharge end out front instead off to the side. This allows the Mini MAC and the vehicle to pass through standard gate openings. So it gives you a small footprint to where you can't get a larger mixer into the area or a concrete truck into the area. The mini skid steer and the Mini MAC together can reach those hard to reach areas. The Mini MAC auger is a little different than its big brother, the MAC bucket. The MAC bucket comes with either an all rubber auger or a all steel auger. The Mini MAC auger is a 6.5-inch hybrid auger, which consists of steel flights, and then we have the rubber at the end that acts as a seal to keep material from leaving the bucket. We have this paddle that we have in here which assists in helping to mix concrete and mix wildlife grains and agricultural grains. Running the auger backwards will help funnel the material up, and then run forward and backwards, and that will give you a nice consistent mixing. This is our discharge end. Right here we have a rubber flap that acts as our gate. Right now with the handle forward, it's in the dispensing mode to let material out. If you're ready to mix concrete, you basically take it off to the side, lock it down. This closes the gate so that you don't end up with any leaking or spillage on the out here. Now you're ready to add saccharine and water and start mixing, or add your wildlife grains or your agricultural grains or sand. When you're ready to start mixing concrete, you want to put the saccharine over the discharge end and the water comes over the motor end. So you'll take your saccharine on the backbuster, break it, funnel it into the bucket, pour water, and then you will add the auger in reverse. Run it in the reverse position to help mix the material. It actually works better to go back and forth to try to mix it. With this smaller area, it does not tend to want to go and roll like the standard MAC bucket does. It has a much larger trough area. So with this one, we'll run it in reverse, and then we'll run it forward, and we'll run it reverse to get our consistency the way we want it. So you want to keep your grate closed unless you need to get in to do some shovel work. If you need to do some shovel work, we need the operator to shut the hydraulics off so that the auger is not spinning. Now we do our shovel, get our areas cleaned up, we're ready to continue mixing. We will close the gate. Once we get it the consistency of concrete we want, we will shut the hydraulics off, take it to the designated area. You're ready to dispense it into the hole or a trough. You basically get over the gate, open the flap, and now we can see our rubber flap is open. So now when we go back to the vehicle and we hit the hydraulics, it will dispense the material out to the discharge end. If you need to reach longer areas, once again, you take the chute off, attach it here. We'll go over that here in just a few minutes, and that is how you dispense. The 24-inch chute extension comes in really handy for filling in trenches, forms, or precision placement. If you're going into a larger area, you may not need the chute, and you just dispense out the front here. It's simple, just to unpin. We add it right right here, and we lock it in place. Put our pin back in the storage position. We want to make sure that these two areas right here butt together so that no mixture falls between them. And so now we are able to dispense our concrete or our feed down the chute into the designated spot. You can add more chutes to reach hard to reach areas. Connect your chute. You can add more chutes here and keep going. Refer to your operator's manual. When you get to about 9 or 10 feet, you need to install some chains back to here to help support this much chutes sticking out. So if you plan on using 4 or 5 different chutes, you will need to chain it back to the mini Mac about halfway so you can distribute the weight evenly. And once again, you don't have to use chutes, and so if you don't want your chutes, by all means, just put them back in the storage position to keep them out of the way. Plus, you always know where they are. You don't have to search for them later when you need them. And then you're ready to go. Prior to mixing concrete, the first thing you want to do is get a concrete releasing agent and coat the bucket anywhere that concrete will touch. I would advise that you spray the top grate. You'll open it and you will spray every area inside the auger. Spray it really good, heavy is fine, because cleanup is essential these type of buckets for their next operation. Also, don't forget your chute and your discharge end. What I like to do is I take the rubber flap, rock it back, and then spray the releasing agent inside here. Open your gate. Spray inside here. Anywhere the concrete comes in contact with the bucket, you want to coat it with the concrete releasing agent for ease of cleanup. When it comes to lubrication on the Mini Mac, we have one greaser located right here by the motor end. So add a couple of pumps of grease before you go to the job site, and then you're off to the field. Let's go over a little bit of safety on operating the Mini Mac. Always keep your grate closed as much as possible. Keep your hands and tools out of the auger area. Wear your PPE protection, gloves, glasses. On the Mini Mac bucket, like most of our attachments, we have an operator's manual canister here. So it's always a good idea to go over the operator's manual in full before you start to use the product. Make sure you go over all safety decals. If any safety decals are torn up or unlegible, please contact Danuser. You can email us at sales@danuser.com or call us at 573-642-2246, and we'll be happy to send you some new decals at no charge. So if you're wanting to purchase the Mini Mac, feel free to reach out to danuser.com and contact us. We have a request for quote. We can also point you to the distributor in your area. You contact a distributor to find a local stocking dealer, and they will help with pricing and availability for you, and you'll be ready to go. You can find more information about the Mini Mac on Danuser.com, more videos on the YouTube channel. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok. You can email us at sales@danuser.com. Once again, thank you. This is our walk-around educational on the Mini Mac. You want to see it in action? There are plenty of videos on our YouTube channel to see the Mini Mac in action. Thank you.